Every other year, biennials in cities such as Venice, Sydney, Shanghai, and New York draw thousands of visitors and generate millions of dollars for their economy. Although the artwork on display in the Honolulu Biennial is not for sale, the exposure for artists is priceless. This is the story on how the middle of nowhere became the middle of now here.
My name is Isabella Alahe Hughes, and I'm one of the 3 co-founders and 2 directors of the Honolulu Biennial Foundation. I was born and raised in Hawaii. I graduated from Punahou School, and then after that I went to the mainland where I studied art history at Boston University, museum studies at Johns Hopkins, and lived and worked abroad for almost a decade before moving home. So there are over 100 different biennials in the world. The oldest is Venice. Of course, they pronounce it the European way, Venice Biennale, and that was founded in 1895. In essence, biennials are often multi-site exhibitions that bring countries and cultures together. They exhibit local artists alongside international ones. And during the duration of the biennial, some of them go as short as 2 weeks, others go upwards of 6 months. You have a variety of complementing public programs, performances, lectures, kids' workshops. There definitely is a strong economic impact and case to be made why they should happen. First and foremost, biennials, they really help position cities on the world stage as innovative centers for arts and culture, bringing awareness, attention to that city. Honolulu Biennial was very honored to be featured in Vanity Fair as a top art event to attend in the world, Condé Nast Travel and Leisure, the New York Times, the Today Show. So even before we opened, by saying there was going to be a biennial here, there was a lot of buzz globally about what this is happening in our city, what this means. So Honolulu Biennial runs until May 8th, and we are spread amongst 9 exhibition sites. In addition to the central location, the hub, where we are now, the former Sports Authority, you also can find artwork at the IBM Building at Ward Village, the Hawaii Prince Hotel, Shangri-La, the Honolulu Museum of Art, the Bishop Museum, Honolulu Hale, Foster Botanical Gardens, and the Arts at Mark's Garage. This has been in the works for many, many years. The original idea was sparked in 2011, but we formally began working on this in 2014 when we incorporated. We've got over 40 different partners at every level, from the government to our founding title sponsor, Howard Hughes Corporation in Ward Village, individual donors, community partners. It's quite a beast to put something like this together and build it from ground up. We still are fundraising. We are raising a few $100,000 more to close the gap for this inaugural edition. So if anyone is interested and very compelled by what we're doing, we welcome speaking with them. Our curatorial director, Fumio Nanjo, is the director of the Mori Art Museum in Tokyo. He's created numerous biennials and triennials. He actually has ties to Hawaii because he's been coming here since he was a student in the 70s. And working with him is our curator, Nahiraka Mason, who now is a Hawaii resident, and like Fumio, a very, very profound career in the arts. She was a curator for nearly 20 years at the Auckland Art Gallery and also has curated numerous biennials and triennials. The curatorial theme for Honolulu Biennial, there's a title. It's Middle of Now, Here. And it's very much a reflection on the ties that connect the countries and cultures that are linked through the Pacific Ocean. Recurring themes related to the environment, history, colonialism, looking backwards but also moving forwards really can be found in all the works. We had a really interesting process over the years where we did everything from Pecha Kucha, portfolio sharings, where we would invite, based on our network of suggestions, a variety of different artists, everyone from emerging 20-year-old artists to really truly master artists in their 60s, to share their portfolio in quick, fireburst sessions as the Pecha Kucha format goes. We also visited different museums. The Artists of Hawaii, which is a local biennial put on by the Honolulu Museum of Art, was a really big influence. Most of the artists who are living and working in Hawaii as contemporary artists have day jobs. They are not able to practice full-time, and with the high cost of living, very few even have their own studios. We've seen all around the world cities launch biennials and the positive impact it's had, not just on the economy by bringing in arts and culture tourists, but truly on the artists themselves.